Welcome back. I'm here with two lovely people, my friend Kellee and Tiffany's here, and we're going to be talking about real estate. And you guys are knocking them dead, huh?
We are. We're doing pretty darn good.
Yeah, good. I'm glad to hear that the market's coming back up because, you see all these reports that it's not back up to par, certain things, and new buildings are not, not moving or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, Tiffany, I hear you're a hot boy kid. I tell you, you're out there turning over that property.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a blessing, really, to be in real estate. I love it.
Good.
And being from Amador County, it's been easy. Kind of just comes your way through people you know,
and you know the property well.
I do.
And
yeah.
I think that's really important. I think knowing your community, right, Joe? Knowing your community, I think, is probably the number one issue for most realtors. And a lot of times when you get people from out of town and they go, I'm going to open up a real estate office up here and the whole thing, and they don't know a blasted thing about the area. And once you know, you know what a person wants. They give you their wish list and you go out there and do it. And I mean, you don't get everything you want, but if you can hit 7 out of 10, you're hitting it.
Well, I think Tiffany knows more people than I do in the county. When she came on, I'm like, oh, she might be a threat to me. She knows everybody. So
I think that's great.
I know she's had her license for just about a year and a half now, and in 2013 she was second in sales for our company. So
wonderful.
Which was pretty amazing.
Congrats. Thank you.
And closed a big fat one at the last day of the year, a $1.5 million one. So
holy crow!
Took her up there high in the sales. So
that's wonderful. I think that's great. So tell me what's going on now. Tell me what's going on.
Well, Kellee. The market's definitely picked up. Last year was a great year. This year it's the last few months. I can say I've been working about 7 days a week. I mean, it's
really,
yeah, it's been extremely busy. Everybody's buying. A lot of people want to sell. Home prices have gone up. I think with the market being so crazy down in the valley and Bay Area, people are selling down there and coming up this way.
Here, right? And that's exactly what I did back in 98. And I was a part-timer for about 2 years, and then I couldn't wait to get up here. And it was tough because I'd work in San Francisco during the day, lived in the Bay Area. Friday night, jumped in the car, came up here right away, and I just didn't want to leave. So it was a blessing when I got to, and it seemed like yesterday, and I've been up here for 15, 16 years already.
Wow.
And it's such a great place to live.
It really is. It's
great.
People
come
up. Good schools.
The schools are great.
People are great, and that's just such a big selling feature. And I know I've told a bunch of people about coming up here, and a couple of them have already. They came up, and they go, when we retire, we're coming up here.
I know.
So
it's funny how many people from the Bay Area move up here, and then they find their friends that have moved up here too. It's like it's such a small world.
Well, where I'm at, there was a couple up there, and they were from Whittier, California, and they brought 2 couples with them. They all built their homes up there at the same time. So it was really a lot of fun, for them to just move the neighborhood up here. But Tiffany, tell me now, what is the hardest thing about selling real estate?
Finding the time for everybody.
Right.
I think when you get really busy, you want to make sure that every client is your priority, and that they feel that way. I don't think it's hard to sell property in our county. I think it sells itself.
Right.
I think you just have to really listen to your client, what they're telling you, and then choose the properties that fit in what they're looking for. Don't, take them all over and show them everything, because they get, I think, frustrated or deterred, they're not going to find their house.
A wish list, and then you narrow it down from their wish list.
Yeah, so I think that's the key.
Now, for somebody, Kellee, that's going to get ready to sell their home, what are some of the things that you suggest they do? Obviously, painting inside and out, halfway decent carpeting and flooring, roof.
Kind of minimize the furniture in the home, so a lot of people don't realize how much furniture they have in their house, and it looks kind of cluttery.
And make sure that the yard is presentable. Roof has to have should be. And they
to get top dollar, you really want to make sure your home looks looks nice. You know, if you put a little bit of money into it, you're going to get the money out of it.
I think that's the hardest thing, is that a lot of people don't want to, well, we're going to sell it. We'll just sell it, and that's the way it's going to be. But the thing is that you just have to get to the point where, you know, you have to say you have to put some into it to get the full value or to get close to the full value that you want. So that's probably a hurdle that you have to jump in and to work with the
seller.
The seller.
Because they'll get beat up if they, you know, if the house is peeling paint or, you know, it's looks older, then buyer's going to come in and kind of.
So what's the hottest area right now in Amador County?
Well, Jackson and Sutter Creek are,
Doing good.
you know, seems to be where more people want to live. Pine Grove, Pioneer. Pioneer's getting hot again. Prices have definitely gone up. They were hit pretty hard with foreclosures, but things are looking really good up there.
Now, I understand with the latest report that foreclosures, I'm not talking Amador County, I'm talking in general, that foreclosures are up a little bit more than they have been in the past.
Well, we're not seeing, I've heard that too, but
We're not having it here.
I'm not, there's a few, but not like it was a few years ago.
Good.
I know I keep thinking that the banks are going to release some properties, but haven't really seen, you know, a flood of foreclosures.
Now, is
So
a
banks
foreclosure
are-
harder to sell?
No,
No? Oh, okay.
no, it's just like working with a you know, a standard seller.
Right.
So-
So if you have any questions, Tiffany, how can they get a hold of you?
My cell is 209-217-6603.
And Kellee at the business there?
Our office number is 209-223-5655 or 209-223-5255. That's our other office.
Great. And
So-
if you have any questions, they can come in and ask you questions about.
Absolutely.
I know it's important for people to have faith in their realtor and to be able to come in and sit down and say, you know, can you help me? And basically you take over and do everything. And I think what people have to understand is that it's very, very difficult, you know, to get out there and to prepare the property and to work with the seller and to
Build
tell
that
them
trust.
and to build that trust. Absolutely. And then you know, then to see it through and then working with the other realtor, or even if you're the realtor for both the seller
ends.
and the buyer and the buyer. So it's pretty tough to do, but I think it's a very interesting business. It's a very
fun.
stressful business at times, but it's so much fun to see, especially new couples get their first place.
And there's so many great programs out there right now for home buyers, for first-time home buyers.
Is there?
Yeah, there's great programs.
Great.
Jackson has a city program that's available right now. And you know, if you call, we can give you more information about it. And there's also like a USDA loan, which is zero money down
good.
and able, you know, so it's
Yeah,
Good.
I've had a lot of clients take advantage of the USDA.
Wonderful.
It's been great for them.
Well, I think that's very important because there's a lot of kids out there that are starting out and they don't want to rent. They want to buy, and there's not. And
this is a perfect time for them
and
to
this is
get
a
in.
perfect time for them. Great.
Yeah, so we're seeing
Again,
lots of-
Kellee, what's your office number, dear?
209-223-5655 or 223-5255.
Great. So if you have any questions,
Call Tiffany.
call Tiffany. She'll be happy to answer your questions. I got to leave you girls. Thank you so
Okay.
much. I got to
Thank
run
you.
over there to my pal and see her. So I'm going to come over there to you, Monique.